My advice is specifically for voice users. That's everyone. Swallow.
Welcome back to The Fade. I am your host, Mr. Brandon Morgan, and I'm sitting here with our wonderful sisters in music. Have our wonderful Miss Dr. Jolie Rocke and our other wonderful Dr. Kiana Day Williams. How y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Fine. Is it just fine or is it a good day?
It's a good day. It's a wonderful day.
Amen. Glad to have y'all here, ladies. Glad to have y'all here in the corner of The Fade to talk to us about all things Fade to Black 2025 and all the other things in between. So we'll just jump right on in. Like, let's just get some basic intros of you ladies, like who you are, where you're from. Let the people know, if they don't know you already, or what you may or may not have accomplished in your short time here on this planet. Yeah, anybody can go first. I'll paper, scissors, rock for y'all if you need me to.
You go ahead.
You want me to go first? Okay, because this lady over here has a long list of receipts.
Agreeable.
I will go first. I am Kiana Day Williams, as you said before. I am almost 16-year transplant from Jackson, Mississippi to Houston. I came here to get my doctorate in music education from University of Houston.
Okay, go Cougs.
It was go Cougs. I was only supposed to have been here for 3 years, turned into almost 16.
Well, because Houston effect.
Absolutely. And it was very intentional. I chose U of H for that purpose because I figured there were opportunities to continue to use arts in this city, and I would not have to leave if I found things I wanted to do here. So in being here in Houston, well, first let me back up because I got to give a shout out to my undergrad, Jackson State University, the Jackson State University, that prepared me with my degrees in music education, my bachelor's and master's. And then being here, it's been a long journey. I feel like I have reinvented myself a few times, and I'm okay with it. Taught at the collegiate level, taught at the high school level. I know you've mentioned before that you're an Aldine ISD graduate.
Yes.
I had the great privilege of teaching at Carver High School. God was the choir director with the wonderful Rashonda Jones and Jabari Collins. Yeah. Worked with them. I music directed the show In the Heights, where we got the Tommy Tune Award for.
Talked about this.
I remember her episode because I love me some Rashonda. Yeah. We got the Tommy Tune Award for Best Musical Direction, and I was Best Orchestra, and I oversaw that orchestra. So really excited about that. Since then, working at churches, taught at Texas Southern University, where all roads lead to TSU. For 4.5 years, was a choir director there, and now I'm in what I call my second tour of duty, because this is my second time working at Houston Grand Opera as Associate Director of School and Educator Engagement. So I've been teaching for 18 years.
Okay, a number.
But love it. But I still get to have the opportunity to work with kids and work with teachers and provide the support that they need in arts education.
Understood. And what about you, Miss Jolie?
Okay, so my name is Dr. Jolie Rocke. I have been in Houston for 8 years. It's been a really fast 8 years. I love it here. This is my new home, and I'm planning on staying here. Currently, I teach at Prairie View A&M.
I want to say something when you said TSU, okay. But I didn't want to interrupt your
Hold on now, because I also taught at TSU,
which is where
but I'm not there any longer. I've also taught at San Jacinto College here in Houston. So those are the 3 schools that I've taught at here. I am a professional singer, and I've been singing for many years. I also run a voice studio called Rock Vocal Studio. I am the co-artistic director for Driven Theater Company and the director of music at the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Houston. And I also still perform. So I travel around and I perform. I have taught for more than 30 years, elementary, middle, high school, college. I hail from, well, I shouldn't say I hail from there, but I lived in Connecticut before I moved here. I lived in Hartford, Connecticut before I moved here for 30 years. And but I'm originally from New York City. And so New York is in my blood, it's in my veins, and you hear it in my lingo, and it's that I can never get rid of my New York roots. They run deep. And so I am also the music division lead for the Fade to Black Arts Festival, and I'm really, really excited about the festival coming to Houston, and all that we're going to do, and all the people that I've been talking to, the sleepless nights because I'm on the phone and making text messages to people at 3 talking about, I'm sorry it's 3 a.m. but I needed to do this now so I don't forget. And so
Okay.
Those are some of the things I do.
Cool.
I'm also a writer. Oh, that's right. Wait a minute.
You said it was extensive, and I think she lowballed us
I really
today,
should say this.
I'm
the founder of HBCU Arts, and HBCU Arts was created where you're old, and we were created to promote, showcase, and empower students, faculty, and alumni from HBCUs, which is one of the numbers of people who are the last to hear about things, and it's harder because of racism and institutionally and systemically for us to get access to resources and be a part of the network, to even hear, and then the desire, because the community is not very accepting in some of the art forms, right? Have to be encouraged to say, I want to audition for this. I want to be a part of this. But I have to deal with that community. And so, a lot of our artists don't go into the arts because they don't want to deal with that community. Right. So I'm trying to help remedy some of that and work with partner organizations, theaters, venues like HGO and Houston Symphony and Hartford Symphony, and I can go on, Kappa up in Baltimore, in the Maryland area, and Coalition for African Americans in the Arts, and some other organizations to try to bridge that gap. And so that's HBCU Arts. So I'm very much an arts activist.
So
receipts.
Receipt. Look, one more thing. So, of course, I try to ask everyone for just a little short bio. But,
sorry.
But read it. No, it was absolutely wonderful. And I just read one thing that you didn't happen to mention, and it just stuck out to me personally. Just reading it, it's not something you read about a person all the time, but you were inducted into the Connecticut Women's Hall of Fame.
I wasn't inducted into the Connecticut Women's Hall of Fame, but I was an honoree. And so they induct 3 women each year, and then they have maybe 10 honorees. Mm-hmm. And so I was an honoree one year.
I think that's solid enough. In my book, I read it. I was like, what? What? Okay.
Tell me something.
I know. I definitely want to put that out there for the world. Don't be shy here. Let them know. See, you come here, let everybody know any kind of good talk all of them. Let them know. Because if you never have a moment where you can freely say it, they won't say you being conceited. This is your time to say it. You let it all out, let the people know, and you never have to tell them again. Just tell them to go click the YouTube, and they can they know exactly where to go and what to do. So first, let me just get into you ladies' involvement into Fade to Black. So explain to me what the music division brings, or what is the idea of behind the snowball that is the music division of Fade to Black for the Arts Festival.
I'll take that one.
Sure.
So,
and I'll piggyback.
Yep, there you go. Mm-hmm. First of all, music is music. I mean, you have so many genres: rock, gospel, jazz, blues, R&B. We can go on and on. So one of the things that I'm trying to do is build the team. Right now we have almost 20 people on our team. Build a team that will represent diversity in genres. I want to build a team that is representative of various age groups, so that we're making sure that we tap into, what everybody kind of likes. Showing a wide variety of music and Houston-based artists, feature our Houston-based artists, but also bring in some national artists and some internationally known artists. And there are several of them right here from, originally from Houston, or some that live here in Houston. So tapping into that, working with the different arts organizations across the city, like Houston Ebony Opera Guild, Houston Grand Opera, Houston Symphony, TUTS. There's so many different arts organizations in the city, Black and otherwise. The ensemble, we have the ensemble, even though we think of them as a theater organization. But I'm also I teach for the boot camp.
Okay, yeah.
I teach voice lessons for the boot campers. So, and working with some of the schools, the HBCUs, and all of these different artists in the city, bringing them together and helping us galvanize our networks across the country to bring folks in, so we can have, we up and popping.
Yeah.
Up and popping.
Hey.
Yeah, we're going to be all over the city and all the different, a lot of different areas and a lot of the different venues. Looking at some of the jazz bars, the churches, looking at the Match and some of the other theaters, Jones Hall, Wortham Center. And when we talk about organizations specifically like HGO and and Houston Symphony, people don't think of them as Black centered, right? So how do we change that narrative? So I met with, of course, with the Houston Grand Opera, but I also met with Houston Symphony, and I said, can we bring in some Black artists to help fill that stage, so we see that there's diversity in the arts, right? Because there are Black orchestras across the country. How do we start to galvanize and make our stages look different, right? So those are some of the things that we're thinking about doing for this. I also spoke with Apollo Chamber Players, who I just performed with this afternoon, and they did a piece that was written by Deborah Mouton Deep.
Okay, yes,
Deborah Deep Mouton, and Jasmine Ariel Barnes, who's up in Dallas. She's originally from Baltimore. And so we did one of their pieces
was that
today.
Jones Hall?
No, we did it at one of the churches and at the Holocaust Museum yesterday. And so I'm like, let's come back, but let's bring DC Strings in, and we do a double quartet instead of just a single quartet with the double chorus, which we had a double quartet chorus. And, it was phenomenal. It was a great piece. So there are a lot of works that, we're seeing, and I'm like, how can we garner that, bring that in so we can repeat that for the Black Arts Festival? So, yeah, we're excited.
Oh, man, y'all got to rock it. What about what?
Yeah, I can add a little bit to that. Jolie said so much of it already, but just to add to it I was really excited when she asked me to be a part of it, because I was like, listen, I've been waiting on something like this in Houston. This is so exciting. And I've had the opportunity I didn't mention this in my intro. I perform as well, and not as much in the classical, even though I'm trained in that area. Mine is more in contemporary styles of music. But anywho, with that in mind, when she said it, my brain immediately went to like, okay, there's my network that I work at, where I work in Houston Grand Opera. I immediately called my manager, my amazing director, Jennifer Bowman, and was like, hey, here's an opportunity for us to really showcase some of the things that the way HGO is contributing to the landscape of exposing Black talent here in the city. So we're going to incorporate the original compositions written by our composer in residence, who just so happens to be a Black man, Mr. Joel Thompson. His works will premiere at Fade to Black Festival.
Okay.
So we're
That's
super excited about that, and the company is already excited about it. It's coming up in meetings across like top levels of company conversations. But also, just in having conversations with my colleagues. I work at Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church. That's where I'm a member as well. So a lot of the band members, they are everywhere across the city. They play for everybody, not just across the city, across the country, and even traveling abroad. They're professional musicians in their own right. So they're excited about thinking about not only just the gospel piece, but they also play other genres of music. And they're tapping their friends and letting them know, hey, this thing is coming. Let's pull together and pull some things. So we're in the early phase of conversations about those different things and what that looks like. So I'm like super excited about what the shape is that this is going to take. Even talking to friends who have left Houston, I don't want to call names yet because they have not signed any dotted lines.
They'll be back.
However,
they always come back.
They are working with some tremendous people and doing some great things, and them hearing about it because this is home for them. They are excited to be a part of this opportunity that showcases what Houston has to offer so that the world can see, and also inviting some of their colleagues that they have out in the world, bringing them in to be a part of it as well. So I'm so excited.
I am too, man. Like I think about like the very first Fade to Black that ever happened, like the first play festival. And after that year, I always used to tell Denise, I was like, you know, like the opportunities that arise every summer for black actors is like insurmountable. Like, you know, you cannot replace that, whether you're getting paid $1 million or just $1 or nothing at all. But you know that in a moment each year, if you haven't worked all year, that you know, like there's an opportunity. And to know, like just listening to you say, like we're trying to get black composers, like orchestra people, and it's like it just makes me think like the same thing, but now it has like expanded itself like to a national level. Now it's just opening up so many doors and opportunities for so many like black artists in general. You know?
And when you talk about opportunity, what I will say is this: there
I'm
are
sorry, serious listening to y'all.
But you know, when you talk about opportunity, a lot of times we wait for people to ask us and invite us. In this situation, I wouldn't wait for somebody to invite me. I would call and say, how can I get in contact with Dr. Rocke? How can I get in contact with anybody that's on that team, right? And so, because I want to make sure that they're thinking of me, that they're not skipping me over, right? Sure, so this is an opportunity. There's so many things that, you know, we're planning on doing master classes. We're planning on doing panel discussions. We're gonna do some discussions on auditioning, right? In musical theater, in instrumental music, and in vocal music. And so, you know, there's so many. We're gonna do some flash mob pop-ups, trying to set up performances in some of the parks around the city. It's gonna be hot, but we figure we give the artists maybe 10 minutes so they don't have to melt.
It's definitely gonna be you've been here long enough.
But you set up, you do your little 10 minutes, and you go to the air conditioner. You know,
drink your water.
Yeah, drink your water. That's right. But we want people that are in the city, not just the people that are paying to be there for, you know, paying the registration fee and everything, but we want the city to be up and popping, and everybody to see this is what the city of Houston has to offer.
Jolie, I'm glad you said that because you made me think about the fact that this is an opportunity for us as educators, especially higher ed educators, for our students. We get the students that want to be producers, that want to be performers, that want to be all these things. They want to write songs. This opportunity for them to be up close and personal with some of these people in the industry that they aspire to be in and to glean from. So
that they probably think they don't have access to. You know what I mean?
You're going to be learning. You're going to be enjoying music. You're going to be entertained. You're going to, for those of us who are artists that want to come and hang out and be able to meet other artists and see what everybody's doing, right?
Yes.
So we get to learn from each other.
Yes. I love it.
Commingle.
When we all get together.
Party. Because we go party.
I can't wait. I've been a Fade to Blackie and for
I'm a
Fade to Blackie.
I'm a Fade to Vacation. I think that's
That's a T-shirt right there.
I've been a Fade to Black here for a long time. And I'm a headstrong supporter. Cause I mean, and what it has done for me in my personal career is enough. Like it gives you the eyeballs. Like as performers, like we want to be seen, right? Like you don't. It's nothing wrong with performing in front of 5 people, but I may want to perform in front of 500 people this time.
5,000.
5,000, 5 million is cool too. Like I'm okay with just give me a mic, right? Like so and you as a performer is what we feed from.
Absolutely.
And the knowledge of knowing that when this festival happens, you can be seen and gain access to things that you normally wouldn't have throughout your whole school year or even in your aspirational dreams when you and your friends sitting in your dorm room like, oh, we wish we could do this and we wish you could do that. Like it's tangible now.
Yeah,
like it's a real tangible thing.
To reality.
Yeah.
Right? You can't just sit on your dream forever. So what steps do you need to take to bring your dream to reality? So we're going to be talking about entrepreneurism. We're going to talk about philanthropy. We're going to talk. We have a whole long list of things. I don't know how we're going to do all of this in 1 week.
But see, that's the thing, though.
I feel like I need to be too.
But my thing is this, what I was thinking, I'll be honest with you, when I first had the opportunity to hear Denise talk about it at the first stakeholders meeting, my mind immediately went to this is not a 1 year thing. Yeah. This is an ongoing thing. So we don't have to feel like we have to get it all in the first year because you can't. There's no way you can do it in excellence in the first year. But all of what's being planned right now can be done well. And I'm just looking forward to building scaffolding.
It will be done well.
It will be done well. Oh, without a doubt, for sure. But with her vision that she has for it, it's clearly something that is going to continue to happen. It's going to become a destination, a summer destination for people to come from across the country to see what Houston has to offer. Because Houston got something to say.
I'm from Houston, born and raised, of course. So, like what you said, Jolie, was exactly like just the buzz in the city. Like that's what I'm more looking forward to. Like just being here, like walking around downtown and seeing people like in Fade to Black T-shirts just in Discovery Green like they would be for any other function. That happens like at Toyota Center or whatever. Like just feeling that energy in the city alone is like mostly all I'm looking forward to. There's so much other. I know I'm gonna be pretty busy.
A little quartet on the side performing.
Come on, wait a minute. The Metro Rail actually being black. Right? Let the Metro Rail fade to black. Come on. Vision. Look, you heard it here first.
Come on, black Metro Rails.
Rip that thing in black.
For the whole week.
Black on black.
Black on black.
Yes. That's it.
Make the window. We got to keep the windows white. Okay. We want to be able to see.
That's right.
Houston is a little tricky sometimes.
Amen.
So
don't scare nobody.
Amen.
Come on. That's all right.
No places without its underlings. No places without it. No places. So for me, now that I got y'all two here, I do have to ask about the idea of how performance in theater crosses the annex of music. I personally, unfortunately, am not a wonderful vocalist myself. I have a pretty nice voice. I think I got a nice voice.
You change that because you are a vocalist. You're an actor, and actors are vocalists.
It is my tool.
You use your voice as a tool, right?
It is my tool.
And so everybody can sing. Everybody might not want to listen to you, but every is capable of singing, right? Yeah. So
I think that's more the truth than anything.
Right. Okay. Now, for me, in terms of the intersection of singing and theater, I tell my students all the time, if you stand up and you sing a song, you're telling a story in song. You're just using a different voice than an actor. So if you can't tell a story, sit down because nobody wants to hear it. So what are you up there for? Right? So I want you to, for my students, I want them to understand their text and dig deep in their text before they learn the music. So if you understand the text, then when you learn the music, you just marry the two. Right? And so the theater is there. The theater is it's in the voice, it's in the spirit, it's in the body. performing arts is performing arts,
I
whether
agree.
you're singing it or speaking it. And for
words-
singers,
the
we're
words are still
taking
the
those,
words.
we're
Yes,
taking
ma'am.
the text and we're putting life in it.
Amen.
And we're doing it in, in different rhythms and a different motion with a slightly different usage of the voice, but they're interconnected. They're interconnected.
That was beautiful. I'm sorry. That was beautiful. I know as an actor, like, I mean, music is in the thread of like art in itself. Like whether you go to an art show, like there's music playing. You cannot have a theater show without someone playing music or someone possibly singing. Like it's just woven into the soul. But that was just so beautiful.
But
how
I mean, when you
just
think about
explained
the
it,
way
though.
we speak, music is woven into the way we speak because
And I agree.
we speak
As
pitch. We speak pitch.
culturally-
And we speak in rhythm and
Right, we
measure.
speak in rhythm.
Music is the fabric of the song,
Yes,
like culturally,
Yes.
in my personal opinion. Yeah. So
But if I talk to you like this, it would not make sense to you, and you would say, "What is wrong with you? You got something going on, really."
Yeah.
Not
It
so
would get a
good.
little boring after
It would
a
be
while.
very boring. It
Yeah.
would be very taxing and very not interesting. And so music is inherent in the spoken word as well, because you have the inflection of tone, pitch. We just do it a little bit differently when we're singing.
see, that's why y'all doctors.
That's not why we doctors. We doctors because we went back to school and studied a little more.
It sounds like you're a doctor because you should just surgeon. You took out your scalpels and you chopped that up for me real good, ma'am. So I don't know if it was the school.
I could be a chef now.
Cooking it up over here. Cooking it up. Okay. Well, ladies, so what we like to do here in our little segment of the corner is something that we call Faded Forward, right? So Faded Forward is just an idea or constructive criticism or just a piece of advice you would like to impart to someone that they can take with them, keep in your pocket. The game is to be sold, not told, but any kind of free game that you have for anyone, out there in the world, I would ask you to impart that free game to them at free of charge, free 99. And
right, I'll go first.
Please look into your camera straight ahead. It's
Which camera?
This one right here.
This one here, okay.
That one right there.
All right.
Yeah.
This one. Oh, okay.
This
The
one right-
cameraman don't know what camera to look in. All
Don't
right,
listen
I
to
think
me.
I got you
Don't
now.
listen to me. I'm not the cameraman.
So, my advice is specifically for voice users. That's everyone. Swallow.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Those muscles that you just use are for swallowing. They are not for breathing. They are not for singing. They are not for speaking. So when you breathe, you just let air come in. And when you sing or speak, you let the air come out and you shape it with the muscles of the mouth, right? Don't use your pharynx or your throat muscles to breathe and to sing and to speak. It's not healthy.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's my advice.
That's how you lose your voice fast, right? Like
because all that there's a whole bunch of issues you can have with throat tension.
Yeah.
So in general.
Okay. Y'all heard that, y'all? All right. She know what she talking about, but I'm not here to convince you of anything. Yes, Miss Kiana.
Let's see. My Faded Forward. I had another one
You can
before
give
I
both
got
of
here.
them.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give the first one that's a little bit more anecdotal, like Jolie's. Kind of similar to what she was saying about being a storyteller, because it's so ironic. We are sorority sisters, but we also have like really similar educational philosophies. Am I looking in the right camera?
Yeah.
That one. Okay, I was looking there. Hello, people. How y'all doing? Hello, America. Remember to tell a story in everything that you do, but also keep in mind that if you are a singer, I don't care what your genre is, no matter what it may be, take some time, not necessarily to perfect it, but get some classical training. It will go a long way. That is the way to preserve your voice. No one no one gets badges and awards for being super duper raspy as a singer and unable to sing and having nodules on your vocals at the age of 50 or 60. That is not a badge of honor. I know some people like that sound. That may be fine, but that's not healthy. We want you to be healthy. You can continue to sing after the age of 60 if you just have some basic fundamentals of classical singing. It doesn't take a lot. It doesn't matter what your genre is. That's the first thing. My second thing is to my educators, specifically the music educators. Well, really just any level of any area of education, because no one told me this. I was under the impression that you get a doctorate degree, you're going to be able to teach at the collegiate level, because that's what's required to teach full-time at the collegiate level on most occasions. And I thought you would make more money. You don't. You make a lot less. Mm-hmm. So if you do, that is not to discourage anyone from making the decision to teach at the collegiate level, because there are beautiful things about it that I love. I love the freedom. I love working with the students. I love the opportunity to be creative, to use your platform to build other areas, streams of income. But you will need other streams of income, more than one. So do it if it's a labor of love and you cannot see yourself doing anything else. Other than that, stay in K through 12.
Hey, you heard it here first, y'all. Amen. Get your money. Yes. Okay?
And it's at K through 12. No matter what anybody tells you.
Get your money. Yo, ladies, y'all, thank y'all so much for stopping here with me today.
Thank you.
I've had a wonderful time. Hey, the pleasure was all mine.
It's good.
I just get to sit here and give more free game than anybody else on the planet. So I'm doing okay in life right now. I'm doing A-okay. But thank y'all again. Sir. And I will be seeing all y'all soon, because Fade to Black is creeping up on us real soon, y'all. We almost 1 year away. Yeah. 1 year out. Yeah. So we're getting closer and closer. So thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, everybody, this is The Fade, and I'm your host, Brandon Morgan, sitting here with the wonderful Dr. Jolie Rocke and Dr. Kiana Day Williams, and we will catch y'all another time.
Peace out.
Cool, we done.
Peace out.
All right, shut it down.
Woo!
You almost messed me up too. You almost messed me up, baby. I was like, no, she said it already, but she said it with a lot more emphasis. Yeah. She was like, hey.
You paused that time.
She was like, hey.
It was a big swallow.
Swallow.
I said,